Good morning, grade 5s and 6s. Today is Thursday and it is our last grammar day. And I hope you remember from yesterday that I want you to go through and do all the markings first, just like we would in the classroom. And then I'm going to go through and make all the corrections, okay? So if you need to hit pause so that you can follow along and make those, do that. But we are going to go through day 4, okay? Now the first thing we always have to ask ourselves is, are we indenting today? Well, if you take a little brief read of it, we are moving away from Arthur's story, and now we're moving to Dorinda's action. So it is going to be a new topic. Okay, so we do want to indent here. Okay, now you'll notice we have a ing opener. Okay, so that's a number 4 opener, but we always have to test it. Is what comes after the comma doing the inging. Okay. Now, unwilling to touch the frog with her own precious fingers. That's all going to go together. So we're going to get rid of that comma in between. We'll put that all together. Unwilling to touch the frog with her own precious fingers. Okay, here's the comma. Now we're going to look. Dorinda's napkin. Is that unwilling? No, it's not the napkin that's unwilling to touch the frog. Okay, so we're going to actually change this so it is a number 4. So I'm going to put a number 4. And I'm going to say, well, what do I have to change to make that? Well, I need to say Dorinda held her napkin between her thumb and her first finger, because it was Dorinda that was unwilling to touch the frog. So I'm going to change this to Dorinda, okay, held her napkin. I'm going to cross out was held. So it's going to say Dorinda held her napkin between her thumb and first finger. Okay, now we've got a comma and an and here. So we need to say, when we list items, how many items do we put a comma? Well, right now we have her napkins being held between her thumb and her first finger. So that's just 2 things. So when it's only 2 things, we don't put a comma. It has to be 3 or more. So we're going to get rid of this comma. And then unceremoniously grabbed one of Arthur's hind legs, okay, depositing him on the table beside her plate. And there's another comma. So after prepositional phrases, we don't put commas. So we're going to take away that. We're going to add our period. So we've turned it into a number 4. Okay, so let's go along and find our subjects and our verbs. Well, held is the verb, and Dorinda. Okay, so Dorinda held the napkin. Okay. And that's going to go all the way to legs there. So that's our MC. So it starts at Dorinda held her napkin between her thumb and first finger and then unceremoniously grabbed one of Arthur's hind legs. Okay? That we've got. So we've got Dorinda held her napkin, and what else did she do? She grabbed one of Arthur's hind legs. Now, is this Arthur meaning there's more than one Arthur? Or is this meaning it belongs to him? It's his hind legs. So we need to add a apostrophe there. And we want to make sure we're always capitalizing our names. Okay, that we've got those capitalized. Lots of prepositional phrases here that we want to look at. With her own precious fingers is a phrase between her thumb and first finger. Lots of prepositional phrase. Of Arthur's hind legs, right? And then we've got 2 more at the end. On the table and beside her plate. So I hope you caught all of those prepositional phrases there. And I think that is all, because there is just a main clause in this. Dorinda held and grabbed. I just want to double check here that I made sure we've got everything. Otherwise, we are good. So pause if you need to make your corrections. Don't forget we're indenting today. And then once you've made all those corrections, you can do your rewrite in your notebook and have your mom or dad just read it through to make sure that you've done your rewrite correctly. Okay? Well done, and have a good rest of the day.